Hey guys, it's Teresa, and I'm going to take you through a simple foam rolling routine. Foam rolling is a great way to decrease muscle soreness and speed up recovery. All you'll need is a foam roller and you're ready to get started. So I'm going to sit in front of my foam roller, and I'm just going to fold over my foam roller so that my lower back is right on top. I'm just going to put some pressure on my lower back and move my hips side to side. And you're just going to feel your muscles in your lower back release and loosen up. And if you want even more intense stretch, then you're just gonna bring your feet up so that way you have more pressure in your lower back and move your hips side to side. Now bring your feet to the floor and place your hands behind your head, and we're gonna move all the way up to our shoulders and our neck. Move all the way back. And you can do this as many times as you want to. I will usually do this 5 or 10 times until I just feel those muscles in my back loosen up, until I feel the trigger points release as well. And once you feel okay with this type of stretch, then you can actually turn your head to the side and go all the way up your neck and all the way down your shoulder. And you can just really target those knots in your muscles and just help them to release. And now we're just going to do the other side. So turn your head to the left and just go up and down on your shoulder and all the way up to your neck. And you can even hear your muscles popping and cracking. So it does feel really good, just releasing all that tension in your muscles. Alright, so we're going to come all the way back up. And now we're going to sit on our foam roller and we're just going to roll out our glutes. So this is really good if you are a runner. I know after I run, my glutes are always really tender and sore. And so this will just help loosen up those tight muscles. Okay, now we're going to turn to the side onto our right hip. And we're going to roll all the way up to the top of our hip and all the way back down. And so this is also really good for runners and anyone who does spinning bike classes. So if you have a Peloton bike and you're always doing the spinning bike classes, you can really tense up your hips and make your glutes and your hips just really tight. So this will just help release a lot of tension in your muscles. Okay, now we're gonna come all the way up and go all the way back down. And we're gonna go stretch out this IT band. So all the way back up to our hip and all the way down to our knee. You can do this as many times as you need to until you feel those muscles loosen up. And at first, it will be a little painful. So you want to just start off really slow, especially if you're a runner and you've never done foam rolling before. It is going to be really tender in the IT band, so you want to just go at your own pace and do it as slowly as you need to. Okay, so now I'm going to switch to the back of my right leg. And I'm going to do my back hamstring. So this is actually my favorite muscle group to target when I'm doing foam rolling because it really just helps make your skin stay really firm and improve your skin elasticity and keeping those fat cells underneath your skin more supple, so it does reduce the appearance of cellulite. Okay, now we're going to do both legs at the same time. So just go all the way up and all the way back down. And once I noticed that my cellulite was reduced, I was totally hooked on foam rolling and I was like, I'm doing this every single day. It really does make a difference. Okay. So now we are going to face our foam roller and you are going to put your right inner hip right on the right side of the end of your foam roller. And we're gonna roll out this hip flexor right here. And you can even rest your inner thigh of your left leg on the foam roller. And we're just gonna go up and down until you feel these muscles in your hip flexors released. And you'll also feel it in these adductor muscles in your inner thigh of your left leg too. So this is just really good for people that do the spinning bike classes. I know for me, I have to do this typically before and after I do my spinning bike class because it just really loosens up my hips. All right, so now we're gonna come all the way up onto our quadriceps. And do it as many times as you need to. And so it's just like giving your muscles a soft tissue massage. And if you want to go even deeper as you roll out your quadriceps, you can grab your back foot and then you can go all the way up and all the way back down. And do this as many times as it feels good for you. Okay, so now we're going to switch to the other side. So we're going to put our left inner hip right on the outer edge of the left side of our foam roller. And then your abductor muscles of your inner thigh are on the other side. And then you're just gonna roll up. And if you feel a tender spot, then you can stay on that spot until that trigger point is released. So a tender spot is a 6 to 9 on a pain scale of 1 to 10. And you can just stay on that spot until you feel that muscle tension released. Then you can come all the way up on your quadriceps and all the way back down. And if you want to get an even deeper stretch, then you're just going to grab that back foot and come all the way up. Okay, so now we're gonna do one last exercise with this foam roller. So we're gonna bring our foot flexors, which are these muscles right here in the lower legs, right up onto your foam roller. And we're just gonna roll out our shins and our foot flexors. And so this is really good for people that run a lot. They might have a lot of tension in their shins. I know for me, it's really good for loosening up these muscles and reducing pain in my ankles because I have flat feet and so my feet will tend to pronate when I'm standing up and walking. And so this just helps reduce that pain in my ankles. So again, this is just a simple foam rolling routine that you can do while you're watching TV or before and after a workout. Foam rolling is a great way to decrease muscle soreness and improve your mobility. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to use a massage bar. So this is the SKLZ massage bar from Dick's Sporting Goods. And this is just a really good way to give your muscles a soft tissue massage. I have now added this to my daily stretching routine because I feel like I can target certain muscle groups with this massage bar better than my foam roller. So I'm gonna sit down and I always start out with rolling out my neck and my shoulder. And so you can just go up and down and do whatever feels good for you. And this will just help reduce any tension in your neck. If you tend to wake up every morning with a stiff neck, this helps reduce any pain in your neck. And I also will go all the way up into my head as well and down into my shoulder. Okay, I'm gonna switch sides and do my left side. And so you can bring it all the way up into your head and then bring it down. And this is just gonna really help loosen up those muscles in your neck, and it really does feel like a soft tissue massage in your neck. Okay, so the next place I like to use this is on my arms. So I will typically roll out my forearms like this. And this is just a great way to reduce any pain you might have from sitting at your computer all day. If you're constantly clicking with one particular hand, you might have a lot of tension in your right arm, for instance. If you have carpal tunnel syndrome, this helps release a lot of that pain from carpal tunnel. Okay, so the next place I like to use this is on my lower legs. So I will typically start on my foot flexors right here, and then I'll go underneath, and then I'll do my calves. Now when I first did this, it hurt so bad that I could not do it. My calves were so tight. So if you're just starting out with a massage bar, you're gonna have to take it very slowly and just do it at your own pace, okay? You might not be able to go very fast at first, and if you have a tender spot, then just work out that one spot until you can keep going. Okay, so I'm gonna switch sides. So the other thing I love about using a massage bar and a foam roller is that it actually wakes up the muscles underneath your skin, and it just makes you feel and look more toned. So once I started doing this, I actually started getting more compliments in just the tone of my legs. People were saying, oh wow, your ankles look very toned and you have more definition in your calves, and I really do attribute it to this massage bar. And it does feel really good, especially if you're a runner and you tend to get tight calves. You definitely want to use something like this to release all that tension in your calf muscles. Okay, so then the last place I use it is right on my inner thighs and the outer thighs. So this part is really tender for me. I think it's just from doing all those spinning bike classes that I typically do. So if you find a tender spot, you just want to slowly move out and roll out that tender spot until it feels a little bit more loose. Then you can do the backs of your legs, and then the inner thigh on the other leg, and then you can do the outer leg as well. So that is how you use a massage bar, and I hope I gave you guys some great ideas to reduce muscle pain and improve athletic performance. Thanks for watching.